footballs on ESPN. It's homecoming in Hattiesburg and another pivotal Western Division matchup within the Sun Belt Conference as the Louisiana-Monroe Warhawks are in town to take on the Southern Miss Golden Eagles. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth. I'm Jason Baker, alongside my color analyst Austin Davis. And AD, there's talk now that this could be Titletown in the Sun Belt Conference Championship, but it's a big matchup here today.
Yeah, big Sun Belt Conference matchup. Just an incredible turnaround by this Southern Miss football team to get themselves in position for this game to have a lot of implications for them to go on and compete for that Sun Belt West title and ultimately play for the championship.
One of the storylines for the Warhawks today, who will play QB? 32 players on their availability report. 14 of those are out today.
Yeah, just really the unfortunate thing about this game, you know, you're preparing for a season, you got your depth chart, you're ready to go. To have this many guys out and unavailable, it's a tough situation for this Warhawk football team, but you got to get ready to go. Nobody feels sorry for you. You got to get here, come in here and ready to play, and I know Coach Vincent has them ready to play.
And it's not just title talk for the Southern Miss Golden Eagles. They're trying to punch a ticket to a bowl game for the first time since 22.
Yeah, so just both offensively and defensively, this team has done an incredible job. Chance to, this early in the season, to punch a ticket to bowl season and then go on and compete for that championship. That man right there, Charles Huff, just really got this program going in the right direction.
Boy, he sure does. He's in his first year as the head coach of the Southern Miss Golden Eagles. His club won the toss today. They have deferred that decision to the second half. Going to put the defensive unit out front. Light rain, as you see in the forecast today. Little breeze from the east-southeast to go with it. Reed Harradine gets us underway with a touchback. So Bryant Vincent's ball club, he is the play caller, head coach for this team. Out with his first two QBs, Aiden Armenta and Hunter Herring, not available today for Louisiana-Monroe. And it is going to be Landon Graves. He's getting his first career start, the red-shirted sophomore out of Monroe. Ouachita Christian High School. Guy that's got 13 pass attempts on the season for 71 yards. Double motion action, jet sweep, chopped down on the beautiful tackle by a star in the making in Corey Myrick. The safety comes up to cut down Zach Palmer-Smith, who had taken that jet motion on the sweep.
Good job by Southern Miss defense setting the edge here to the field. A lot of black jerseys around the line of scrimmage on that first snap, and I think that's the key for Southern Miss. They're gonna key on this ULM run game and then make them beat them in the air with a quarterback that's on his first career start.
See what they've done in opening drives of ball games this season. Graves hands off. There was question marks at the running back position as well today. That is Braylon McReynolds. He was a game-time decision, the top tailback out of McGill-Tulane High School.
Nice cutback there by McReynolds, inside zone play. Got all the way back to the C-gap. Able to pick up 6 and create a manageable third down here early.
Team that converts 33% of the time offensively on third downs on the season. It's last in the Sun Belt Conference. Zach Palmer-Smith, the tailback, behind Landon Graves. Sprint out left, throws to the flats. It is caught. Over on the far side, Julian Nixon, the tight end transfer from Tennessee, makes the catch. Converts the first down.
I really like this play call on third down. You know, first third down of the game, young quarterback. Let's get him on a rollout, get him outside the pocket. Nice, easy completion for a first down. Beautiful call.
Graves has completed 46.2% of his passes on the season, just 6 of 13 to that point. Tosses out once more. It is complete. Underneath coverage, right in front of Josh Moten. Making the catch was Nick Trujillo.
Yeah, sprint right smash. Put your eyes on that outside corner. As soon as he bails, get it out. Nice, just early, simple concepts, trying to get this offense in a rhythm. You want to get your quarterback comfortable. That's exactly what Monroe's doing right here in the first drive, getting that first down and trying to get some momentum.
Hard snap count, handoff. Zach Palmer-Smith has a lane, cross the 50, inside the 40. Nice rush, Louisiana-Monroe.
Big off-tackle run off the left side here. It's just outside zone, hat for a hat. The hole's there, and he hits it. Southern Miss defense looks a little flat, coming out real basic in their scheme, but kind of flat early. Need a play, get a little momentum going. This Warhawk offense doing exactly what they want to do on the first drive.
Zone read kept by Landon Graves, spinning his way forward inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, so inside zone run play, he's got the read off the edge. We know a little bit about Graves, more of a passer than a runner, but going to try to do it with his leg and be two-dimensional.
You can see Chris Jones, one of the talented duo linebackers. This Golden Eagle defense had an opportunity at the TFL. Instead, a positive game is 6 yards for Landon Graves. He's got 46 yards rushing on the season for ULM. There's a man in motion give. Zach Palmer-Smith, good running room. Inside the 25, he'll have the first down, a pickup of 6.
I mean, I think if you're this Warhawk team, if you could draw up a day that you really wanted, you know, going and got these guys hurt, it's going to be a tough on the road. You'd want a little rain, right? Make it a little difficult. You'd like a first drive where you bust a good run, easy completion for the quarterback. So they've got a game plan going out trying to execute it.
Timeout taken here by the Southern Miss Golden Eagles. This has been a characteristic of Charles Huff's team this season. Likes to utilize his timeouts just near the red zone area, sort of allow the defense to congregate, begin to kind of assess what they're seeing on the opening drive, right?
I think that's been incredibly obvious, more so than I've ever seen really with any other coach using their timeouts. Like you said, it is very consistent. Defensive side of the football, red zone area, Southern Miss is going to use a timeout. They're going to regroup at that point. Now maybe they've done it some on the minus side of the field, on the other side of the 50, but 9 times out of 10 it seems like this year it's been exactly this situation right here. So a very clear philosophical decision for Charles Huff and this staff.
Well, and if you're here for the black and gold, right, they're in rhythm.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you slow things down. You kind of pause for a brief moment, try to see if you can get them out of sequence.
Oh, I'm a ball coach. I'm adding it to my book. I kind of like it.
See the all-time series meeting. This is the 10th meeting all-time. Southern Miss has led the series 6. ULM won last season 38-21. Landon Graves leaves it with Braylon McReynolds. A jab step to the 20 with McReynolds.
Pay attention to see if that timeout plays a factor in this drive, right? They were moving it, looked good. Let's see if the change of momentum and getting them off the field and back on has an effect on this drive. I do think Southern Miss in the secondary and call-wise on defense is going to have to bring a little pressure. It's been all zone. It's been soft, trying to load the box, but I think they're going to have to bring some pressure here and try to create.
Trips to the near side. McReynolds is to the right of Landon Graves. Man in motion. Some eye candy for it. They'll leave it to McReynolds. Sort of a draw play, if you will, that he'll run out of bounds right near the down marker. And it appears he has the first down for ULM.
McReynolds, a very shifty back. You can see it early. He's able to get in and out of his cuts right there. Cut in, cut out, cut in, cut out. Gets all the way to the sideline. Hitting yardage in his running style. He's done a nice job on this first drive.
See what Louisiana-Monroe has done in the red zone this season. 12 of 16. Their 4 losses, those 2 scores, 2 of 6 in the red zone, those both came last week in the loss to Troy. give. Zach Palmer-Smith with some running room down to the 5-yard line. It's been ground and pound 80, and they have no questions about their identity whatsoever. Bryant Vincent says this is who we are, going to rely on ball control, win the time of possession, and let our defense do some work.
Well, it all starts in the trenches. Every football game ever played starts in the trenches. So if you can push them around, offense, defense, doesn't matter. If you can win the line of scrimmage, it opens up your entire playbook. So totally agree with building your football team this way. And you can see on the road, tough environment, bad weather, that run game is going to be there for you.
Golden Eagles get great penetration. Gary Ponder with the stop on the loss. Darius Lewis was the man in the middle there.
Yeah, Southern Miss just clogging that hole up the middle. Just too many bodies. That's what you get down here inside the 5-yard line. It gets tough to run it in. The running back's going to have to handle one guy because those hats down in the box, just not a lot of space to cover in the red zone, especially inside the 5.
Golden Eagles bringing in a nose tackle, Najee Hallenbach. Power eye set. Landon Graves tosses it out. The play action pass, is it caught? It is. Tyler Griffin with his second touchdown reception of the season. And the Warhawks march 80 yards to open this ball game with a score 6-0.
Great call by the Warhawks. 22 personnel, get big, fake the power, tight end delay. Just leak him out to the corner. Late, everybody's thinking run. You ran it all the way down here. Just a nice call there inside the 5 for the score. Puts the Warhawks up early.
Point after try is good from Jacob Chandless. He was just in English class a couple of weeks ago. Now kicking for the Warhawks. More on that story when we return. If Bryant Vincent could have scripted an opening drive on the road, it would look like this. 12 plays, 75 yards, 7 minutes and 25 seconds of time of possession. Flawless, right?
Perfectly executed. Had a plan, right? Had a specific plan. The first third down, I'm going to roll my young quarterback out, get him an easy completion, came right back to another rollout, and then leaned on that run game, creased a nice outside zone play, and then got down inside the red zone, tight end delay, pop pass, beautifully executed. Exactly what they need.
Jacob Green will kick off today for ULM. They're the only team in the Sun Belt Conference without a touchback. That's on the season, by the way. Return game could be big. They're going to squib it down. Micah Davis just outside the 15. He'll be upended across the 30-yard line. Will return with the Golden Eagle offense and more Sun Belt Conference football on great equalizer. Often in games can be a little light precipitation. You played quarterback position. What makes things a little difficult when you get the wet stuff involved?
It's such a mental battle. I mean, because you can't grip the ball. You can't zip it around like you want to. At any moment, the ball can come out of your hands. So, the way I tried to handle it is just somehow, some way, forget about it. Forget that it's even raining. I mean, the game moves slower, so it typically plays in the advantage of a team that doesn't have as much speed, bigger, more physical team. But and then if it gets, here's the kicker, if it gets really soaking wet, it almost kind of goes back to not mattering. It's like that light rain is the worst.
Yeah, it's just what we have here today. Could be one Braylon Braxton. You saw over 1,700 yards throwing a handoff. Matt Jones with a burst. Matt Jones getting the start today. Jeffrey Pittman's status a little questionable today for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, nice off-tackle run there. Pulled the guard. Good read by Matt Jones. But they've been really heavy on Pittman, this Southern Miss offense. So good to have a couple extra backs.
Braylon Braxton getting a great block by Caden Morris. Braylon will pick up the first down as well. That was a crafty move back inside around Caden Morris.
Yeah, and Southern Miss playing extremely fast right there. You see Caden Morris trying to get to the outside, turn up. Great job. Turn up and find some work once you realize the quarterback becomes a runner. Nice lead block there.
Booth is looking to see if Braylon's foot had maybe stepped out of bounds. He gave him the old intramural okey doke as he kind of slowed down as if he was going out of bounds and picked up a little hitch in his giddy up and slipped for the first down, right, AD?
Well, Southern Miss looking like the Southern Miss offense they want to be, up tempo, playing fast, and already got the ball across midfield. I'll take a look at this. Yeah, he stepped out.
He did. Good Should be marked short of the first down. Should be a long review here. That's probably more.
Yeah, these are the reviews I wish, you're talking about a couple yards, not a game-changing play. These are the reviews that you really want to get in, you want to get out, keep the game flowing. Shouldn't take long. I mean, fans are sitting out there in the rain, you want to keep them happy.
Yeah, sure. Here we go. Marshall Lewis, our referee. So he's going to be marked shy of the first down. Is Braylon Braxton. The season he's compiled. What have you loved about what Braylon Braxton's kind of season has looked like to this point?
I just think he's consistent. I think his performance every week, you kind of know what you're going to get. You're going to get a winning performance. He's not going to turn the ball over a bunch. He's not going to do anything to put your team in harm's way. He's always going to give you a chance to win, and you really can't ask for anything else out of your quarterback. And great leader. Guys love playing for him. I'm high on him. And just have enjoyed calling games and watching him play.
It's an offense that's averaging 390 total yards of offense. Another handoff to Matt Jones. It's going to spot up near the 50-yard line, right at the 49.5 officially. 3rd and short. Right back to Matt Jones. He'll sort of sliver his way across the 50. He'll have the first down to the 49 of the Warhawks.
Yeah, and that was just a really good second effort. There wasn't a ton of running space there for Matt Jones. So good job just knowing the situation, put my head down and go get the first.
The Eagles wanting to go up tempo. Corner route. Metcalf. Just a hair maybe outside. No, they're going to say he drug his foot and completed it inside the 20-yard line. Boy, that was a dime from Braylon Braxton.
Yeah, beautiful throw on the corner. Lays it over the top. And watch Metcalf with that right toe. Wow. Kept it in.
Sure did. What a placement of the football, too. Matt Jones is ripped down by the face mask. This could be 15 yards. Kevontae Wells reached up and grabbed him.
Yeah, I think everyone in the stadium saw this face mask. Ouch.
One way to do it. Might have been a touchdown-saving tackle, though. There was no one at the second level of Matt Jones. The transfer from Ole Miss, he's had 2 straight games with a rushing touchdown.
Well, he's a guy we knew going into the season was going to get a lot of carries. Pittman's been really good and kind of took the lead role, but we knew all along that Matt Jones was going to be a key factor to this offense and he's going to get a lot of carries.
Free play for Braylon Braxton. He does this a lot. Going to take a chance towards the end zone. It's incomplete, but the penalty flag on the field. It really speaks to his cadence.
Yeah, you can see down at the bottom of your screen, gets that defender to draw off sides. And now by going ahead and snapping the football, as you mentioned, that's a free play. So he can throw a more risky pass into the end zone and try to go for a touchdown. And if not, if he throws a pick, something happens, then they take the penalty.
The Eagles have not been good on their opening drives. They'd love to change that. Braylon tosses it up to Carl Chester, trying to go up on the goal line, fade, sort of tangled up. Good coverage applied by a secondary that's a little bit banged up. That was DeArco Perkins McAllister, who was questionable today, but out there playing guarding Carl Chester.
And it looked like Braylon Braxton, ball slipped out of his hand as he took the snap. He's trying to get that ball up as soon as he can, down inside the 10 on a quick fade. It kind of slipped out of his hand. That messes the timing completely up.
A wide trips formation. You see it to the far side of the field. To hand off. Matt Jones in from 5 yards out for the Golden Eagles. 3 straight games with a rushing TD for that.
Good answer by this Southern Miss team. March right down the field. They've been really good on offense all year, and no different in this opening drive today.
Mandeville High School. On for the extra point try. It is up and true. 7-all in Hattiesburg as we begin. Each team looking sharp early. We'll be back. Each ball club on schedule in their opening drive. The Golden Eagles, 8 plays, 69 yards, 2:18 off the clock. Tie ball game, kind of feeling each other out earlier, aren't we?
Yeah, feeling each other out. You know, the thing I was impressed with that drive with Southern Miss is it didn't really look like the weather was a factor at all. They went fast, they threw the football, and, you know, rain's kind of, I don't know if we're not outside, but I don't know if it's a light rain or kind of stopped, but didn't seem to affect them one bit.
Yeah, 6 rushes, 2 pass plays on that opening drive for the Golden Eagles. Reed Harradine will loft one high. Halfway back into the end zone. So Landon Graves gets his first career start. How's he do? 3 for 3, 14 yards, a touchdown, 3 completions to 3 different wide receivers. Pretty good start, right?
Yeah, and good. And I mentioned it, just good play calling for him, right? Give him some easy completions, and then great call down inside the 5 for the touchdown. So, and you know, that's a coach's job. You understand the psychology of it, right? You got a quarterback playing his first ever game. He's on the road. You got to help him out a little bit, and then, you know, he'll get comfortable and you can call some more complicated plays.
Jet motion. Pulls it, does Landon Graves right to the arms of big Mike Montgomery. Austin, this linebacking core is racking up some tackles. How about over 149 of them combined between Chris Jones and Mike Montgomery to this point in the year?
And I give a lot of credit to the Southern Miss defensive line for keeping offensive linemen from getting up to the second level, allows those running backs to run and make the plays, and they do it well.
2nd and 9. Handoff. Golden Eagles coming with some run pressure. Just a pickup of maybe one. Corey Myrick, who's a developing star on this defense, had a pick last week.
Yeah, just too many bodies there. Southern Miss holding on the defensive line really well. And here's a 3rd down where I expect Southern Miss to bring some pressure, not let Graves just sit there and get comfortable.
Louisiana-Monroe ULM on the road games this year on 3rd downs, 12 of 47 entering today. On the opening drive, they were 2 for 2 on 3rd downs.
Montgomery's mugging here to the bottom.
He's coming
There's
too.
the pick.
We've got a penalty flag being thrown. Josh Moten was tangled up with a wide receiver on that far side. Looked like that was Jonathan Bibbs they were trying to go to, and it was. If I'm not mistaken, that might be the first pass interference penalty called this season on Josh Moten. He has not been targeted quite a bit this season. A lot of teams have sort of stayed away from the Moten Island.
For good reason. It's hard to tell from that replay, but looks like he did have a little contact, little body contact there at the top of the route, which drew the flag.
Bibbs had the double move.
And sometimes that's your best bet, right?
Yeah.
Double move, you're beat. Don't give up the touchdown.
Absolutely.
We'll give up the 15 yards every time.
Live to play another day, right? 1st down and 10 after the penalty with the ball at the 40. Busted play. Landon Graves trying to make something out of nothing. Mike Montgomery thought otherwise. About the story Charles Huff shared on Mike Montgomery this week with me. A couple weeks back, playing on a Thursday night. They didn't make it home till about 4 a.m. from Statesboro. Gave the guys off Friday and Saturday. Said Saturday afternoon, I'm in my office. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I had just come in from a recruiting visit, said Charles Huff, and I hear a noise. I walk out on my balcony at the Duff. There's one player on the field. His name's Mike Montgomery. He was hitting a sled 100 yards by himself and returning it as well. Just working on an off day is Mike Montgomery. Yeah,
what a mindset. You know, what an approach. Those are the guys you want on your defense for sure.
See him covered up. Landon Graves had nowhere to go with that football. 3rd and long. Jason Seymour's got a list on that play sheet of calls he'd love here. Young quarterback on the road. Not a lot of experience.
Southern Miss bringing internal pressure. Let's see if they do anything here. Looks like they're going to play defend.
Jamon Tapp reaching around. Pressure in the face of Graves. He delivers a dart to Jonathan Bibbs. A big play for the Warhawks downfield. And inside the 30-yard line, there is a penalty flag thrown downfield. Boy, Graves had pressure in his face. Austin delivered a strike nonetheless. Face mask against the Golden Eagles at the end of the play. That's an additional 15 yards.
Let's take a look here. Yeah, we got to. Looks like, was it Hawkins there? Gets his hands up and around the head area. Yeah, they're going to call that every time. Jason, I tell you, for Southern Miss, one thing I'd be a little critical of early with their defense is they're sitting in a lot of zone coverage. You got a quarterback who hasn't played a lot of football, and so there's some voids out there that you're kind of giving him, and he's finding them. They're not getting any pressure. I'd like to see him play a little man, right? Tighten up the coverage a little bit, make him be really accurate. There's rain in the forecast, so he's finding those voids. I want to mix in a little man coverage, maybe a little pressure, but I'm an offensive guy, so.
Little personnel decision here by ULM. We've got a review on the field as well of targeting on J.J. Hawkins. The ruling on the field is no targeting, so it's going to have to be some evidence to say that it should have been otherwise.
There's certainly some contact to the helmet area. I don't know if he led with the crown, which is a key point. Let's take a listen.
So they are going to rule it a targeting violation, a disqualification for J.J. Hawkins. That's big. That's one of their rush ins. This is a deep defensive line, 11 deep. J.J. Hawkins done for the afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, they've been very clear about this rule. If you attack a quarterback or any other player for that matter, the head or neck area, then you're putting yourself in harm's way to be disqualified. And as much as you hate it, you lose a good player. The rules are what they are.
Garrett Ponder an opportunity. You see him right on the near side, number 30 for the Golden Eagles. Trips into the boundary here. A lot of space to the top side. You can see Moten sort of the only man on outside leverage at the moment for the Golden Eagles. Brandon Buckhalter's across the formation to put a little balance to it. Dorian Lewis is a tailback to the left side of Landon Graves. Pulls, boot action. This is incomplete. Corey Myrick with the PBU. It looked like they were in man down here in the red zone.
Yeah, well, it's just a tight zone coverage because they don't have a lot of space to cover, but played a lot like man. And that's really what zone should be whenever you establish that guy's in your area. Well, you got to go cover, right? So good job by Myrick jumping that over route, playing tight coverage.
Myrick's a long safety, 6'3", 200 pounds, a true sophomore. He's behind a pro a year ago in J.J. Roberts at Marshall. Man in motion is Nick Trujillo to give Braylon McReynolds, starting tailback for the Warhawks. Just a few. Golden Eagles doing a better job against the run on this second offensive drive.
Yeah, it's definitely an emphasis going into this second drive for Southern Miss. And for the Warhawks, they, like you mentioned early in the broadcast, their red zone offense has been the key to wins and losses. So they're going to have probably their best play call right here, 3rd and 7 from about the 10-yard line.
They were 12 of 16 in red zone opportunities entering today. Graves tosses, back shoulder throw. He was looking to go to Dorian Lewis. Transfer from Coffeyville Community College. It falls incomplete.
There's that man-to-man. Tight man-to-man coverage. Tough to throw and catch. See it right here at the bottom of your screen. Just not a lot of space. Good coverage. Use the sideline as the 12th defender.
Travis Haygood, the linebacker, was in that coverage. Here's Jacob Chambliss on for a 28-yard field goal attempt, and it's no good. Pushed it right. See the teammates consoling Jacob Chambliss. He is a young man that's got quite a story. He was not on this team a week ago, but an email sent out, they are without their top 2 kickers and the kicker who was the fill-in a week ago and the backup quarterback in Hunter Herring. Bryant Vincent in the football program sent an email out. Jacob Chambliss tells his coach, "Coach, I'm sorry I missed the first call. I don't check my email." He said, "But here I am. I kicked with Landon Graves in high school at Ouachita Christian High School." They said he made 5 kicks in practice, said, "You're hired. Come with us to Hattiesburg."
I didn't check my email either, so I get it. But also, the other thing I love is his jersey doesn't fit. They got it tied up in the back. I mean, they didn't have time to order him a jersey. Just take one, you know?
Here's 98. That looks good for you.
Sounds like me in the NFL when they were going to give me a number. I was like, just anyone you got.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're going to keep me on the team,
yeah.
I don't care. Just give me a number.
Matt Jones with a carry of a few yards, 3 yards to be exact, 2nd and 7. That's Kyron Heath, talented tight end. Lost the formation. Braxton going to spin this out. Caught by Tyshawn Chapman. Did he have enough for the first down? No, marking short, stepped out. The 27-yard.
And Chapman's been a really good weapon. You talk about the Southern Miss offense. One of the keys is how they spread the wealth around. So many different receivers catch so many balls. It's really hard to key on one guy, and that's been really a focal point or a thing that Coach Anderson's done for a long time, offensive coordinator for Southern Miss. Everybody's going to touch it.
3rd and 3 to give to Matt Jones. Looking for some space. Found it. A little burst to the 33. Well, you can see the explosiveness of Matt Jones.
Yeah, good patience. You can see here you got the backside pulling, so you have to wait. See, you see those linemen out in front? He's got to wait to read how that block happens, and then he can explode through the hole.
Braylon Braxton tosses out wide. That's the true freshman. No, excuse me, Robert Briggs. Swing passed off for a second. We had seen Jalen Carter, but it was Briggs who's in. Golden Eagles up tempo quickly, fighting the clock here with 2 seconds left in the opening quarter. They don't believe they got the playoff. 1 quarter's in the books today in Hattiesburg. All knotted up, 7 apiece. We'll be right back. Start of the second quarter today in Hattiesburg, and you were just talking about the balance, the spread of the wealth amongst this offense. Golden Eagles really doing that throughout their wide receiving core so far today. For Braylon Braxton, 3 different completions to 3 different dudes. Make it 4 now as Micah Davis has a reception, but it's just for a yard up to the 36-yard line.
That's going to Micah Davis.
Yeah, you know, those 4, Metcalf, Chapman, Chester, and Micah Davis, just hard to clue on one guy.
Louisiana-Monroe's called timeout. The Golden Eagles had caught them in a substitution change. Bryant Vincent quickly had to burn a timeout. They'd have had about 14 members on the field.
Good awareness, because you could see the frustration in Braylon Braxton when he spiked the ball on the snap. They had him. So good awareness by Coach Vincent, knowing they're in a tough situation there. Bang a timeout and save a disaster. You can watch Braylon here, man. He knew it. Frustration.
That was a big play coming, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a big play coming.
That tempo from Blake Anderson, it can create some issues, right?
It will get you. He do it so much, and you're trying to keep up with it all game. You're going to get, on the offensive side, you're going to get some freebies. Well, that's what I call them. Guys wide open because he just went so fast they couldn't get lined up.
It is a 3rd and 7 early in the second quarter. That's Heath that makes it trip to the bottom. The movement up front, they're going to call it free play. Braylon Braxton taking a chance. Micah Davis, Braylon Brown has it go off his hands to the top side of the formation. But it was a free play.
I'm not 100% sure on this, but if you watch closely, if you watch the clap and then the snap, there's a delay there. And that's what's causing this defense to jump off sides. So ready, go, clap, and the ball comes up. But they're clapping, and there's about a 2-second pause, and then the ball's coming up. So they've got this thing timed up. That's an incredible cadence. And really throws the defense off.
Braxton rolling to his right. Did he get the first down? Boy, I think he's going to be a yard short. And he is. They're going to mark him a yard shy.
No hesitation. 4th and 1.
Minus side of the field.
That's kind of what I thought. Maybe try to draw him off. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, no, they're going to toss it out. And they're going to do so to Robert Briggs, who's got plenty. Down to the Warhawk side to the 41-yard line.
I'm writing that one down.
Put that in your pocket.
That was so good. So they hard count, or they're trying to get them to jump. So now that gives you time to see, okay, do we have the toss on the edge or not? I'm sure if it was a bad look, they would bang a timeout, come off the field, but they had the look. I love it.
Well, my question for you is, do you have dudes like Kyron Heath out leading the way, able to get a little one-on-one block? That's the key to that play, right?
Yeah. Maybe.
Elijah Metcalf with another reception. 2nd down and 7. Well, you can see the offense breathe as it begins to kind of pick up these first downs.
Right.
That identity reveals itself. We're seeing edge pressure. It's a give. Robert Briggs. Maybe a couple. Robert Briggs had 1 carry a week ago against Louisiana, fumbled it. He was returning from an injury, kind of a banged up shoulder issue. It's a nice play too, coming off the edge side. Steven Sewan.
Yeah, really just not a lot of room to run. Good job bottling everything up on the inside. And, you know, for the Warhawks, this game's playing out exactly how they would like it to go. Keep it close, slow game.
Braylon Braxton, the QB keep on the zone read to Robert Briggs. Going to set up a 4th down and short. Sort of in that no man's land as well.
Yeah, it's kind of in that territory where you really don't have a choice unless you've got one of these NFL kickers that seems to be kicking it from the other 30 and making it.
Will Banks made a 52-yarder a week ago, but no hesitation from Blake Anderson. Motion out of the backfield. Shovel pass. Kyron Heath makes a cut. That's a tight end. So touchdown for the Golden Eagles. The way Kyron Heath ran after the shovel.
Wow. Shovel pass, just trying to get the first. But you'll take the touchdown, Southern Miss. Great execution and great run after the catch. It's the edge defender to bite on the quarterback. You got Kyron Heath coming from the bottom of your screen. He's the pitch man. Braylon's got the option to stay on the run if he can get the edge and get the first. As soon as that edge player plays out wide, he knows he's got that inside pitch. He gives it up. Don't you love a good shovel pass?
Oh, and a 34-yard one at that for a score from the tight end, Kyron Heath. He doesn't run like the old school tight end. Off he went from Braylon Braxton. Golden Eagles on top, 14-7. We'll be right back. Yard shovel pass to Kyron Heath gives the Golden Eagles the lead after the Warhawks missed their opportunity on a field goal earlier in the second quarter. Reed Harradine, another touchback. So Southern Miss on fourth downs in games 1 through 4 converted just 1 of 5 fourth downs since 5 of 6 in the fourth down conversion department.
I guess the big question would be, what's the distance on those? You know, like have they been 4th and 1s?
Oh, you want the real analytical data?
Come on.
Does it really matter?
Come on, Marty.
I'm not paying Marty enough for that, man. He's gonna get it for you, though.
Come on, let me know.
You believe it must be like some 4th and shorts
could be.
aiding that number?
If there's 5 4th and inches, I'm not as impressed. That's all I'm saying.
I'm impressed either way. I'm impressed with Landon Graves. He's had himself ready to go today. There is a thought that they could see Bryson Kimbrough. He is a true freshman QB, 6'2", 205 out of Tuscaloosa, but Landon Graves has got himself ready. Former Ouachita Christian Eagle.
Yeah, we really haven't said enough about how comfortable he looks, right? He doesn't look overwhelmed, really managing the offense. That's always the first thing I look for is how's the offense flowing? In and out of the huddle if you're a huddle team, motions, timing of the snap, all the things that you get good at with practice reps. Well, you're not getting those reps if you're not the starter. So how do you handle the game? And he's done a wonderful job.
Braylon McReynolds had another carry for the Warhawks. See a shiftiness. Jamon Tappan squared him up in the hole. Reynolds said, nope, I'll try the back door for a few. It sets up a 3rd and 3. Warhawks 3 for 4 on 3rd down today. The last one was aided by a penalty.
Southern Miss having trouble getting lined up there. Still shuffling around.
It's a handoff. Boy, that front 7 for the Golden Eagles were right there. Chris Jones, Isaiah Gibson Sr. was there to meet him in the middle. 4th and short.
Yeah, like I said, that front 7 just kind of bottled that thing up. Not a lot of space to run. Southern Miss was struggling to get lined up. If the Warhawks could have snapped it earlier, I think they could have had a free one.
You think they play ball control, time of possession. Bryant Vincent already working the clock in the second quarter, says I'm going to take it down to 1, call the timeout.
I think
shortening the game.
Yeah, if anything, maybe a quick try to get a draw off or something.
Going to try to keep this point total low today, kind of tight as well in Hattiesburg. We'll be back. M.M. Roberts Stadium on a cloudy, kind of wet Saturday afternoon in October. Southern Miss looking for that magical win number 6. Louisiana-Monroe trying to find win number 4 as well on the season.
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously in a tough spot with all the injuries, but their season's still in front of them. They've done a nice job. They're very much in play in this conference, but probably need a win today to stay in the hunt.
Mackenzie Ryan will come on, the punter for the Warhawks. Elijah Metcalf has been handling the punt return duties for Southern Miss. We'll call for the fair catch. Make it at the 24-yard line. So the Golden Eagle offense 2 for 2. And Braylon Braxton had himself a moment a week ago, Austin. What a play it was. A 98-yard touchdown pass. That's significant to Micah Davis. Reason why.
It's important.
I knew a guy that once possessed the longest touchdown pass in Southern Miss history. Happened to be standing next to him today. You've held it for a long time, but
yeah,
records are meant to be
was
broken.
Was it really 98?
It was.
It
yeah,
was? Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Blake said second down, they showed a little squat coverage. Thought they had just kind of sat down too much. 3rd and 14.
Love the call. They never expect it.
Braylon uncorks this. That is caught by Elijah Metcalf to the 39-yard line. Look at the hand strength here from Mr. Metcalf on the dive from Braylon Braxton.
Yeah, if you ever hear the term strong hands, that's what you're looking for right there. You got a guy on your back, the ball's out in front of you, able to catch that ball and keep it away from him and pluck the ball out of thin air.
Matt Jones just straight halfback dive up across the 45. Here's another look at that catch.
No, this is tight coverage. Now, you can't cover him any better than that. That's a quarterback and a receiver just doing it better. Beautiful.
Golden Eagle offensive line, they returned left tackle Blake Bustard back today. That means Greg Nunnery has shifted back over to left guard. The constant has been the center, Broderick Roman. He's the voice of the offensive line. Braylon escapes pressure, tosses out. There's a penalty flag at the end of the play. Could be a late hit, we'll see.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 49. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Take a look here at the roughing the passer call. Yeah, just a little late. Ball's been thrown. Got to lay off of him there, but Southern Miss going for a double move up top there. This corner did not bite, so Braxton didn't have anywhere to go with the football. Speaking of double moves for 98 yards, that one would have been just a mere 46. That would have been nothing.
Nothing. Dropping a bucket. Oh, boy. Flea flicker time. Let's try it. Downfield. Tyshawn Chapman. Touchdown. Southern Miss. Nine-yard touchdown pass from Braylon Braxton.
Take a look at it. Good job there. Quick pitch gets it back to him. The defense bites. We've seen the shovel pass. We've seen the flea flicker. That leaves the oop-de-oop and the double reverse pass for Southern Miss.
Anderson
so much fun when those plays hit.
You
know?
like 98 yards? Let me see. I concocted this one on Tuesday.
Yeah.
How about the flea flicker to Tyshawn Chapman? 3 drives, 3 scores. Golden Eagles got it rolling in the Berg. We'll be back. flea flicker for a score. It's all working right now for the Golden Eagles. 21-7. You didn't have flea flicker on your book for 25 in the rain in Hattiesburg, did you?
The rain has been no effect on this game. A non-factor.
Now, if you're ULM, what do you need to do?
Well, you got to reach back into that bag and find that first drive, right?
Yeah.
That steady run game, good, easy completions. And, you know, you get a score here, you get points at least. You can kind of stop this momentum that Southern Miss has.
Reed Harradine has been a touchback wizard, 3 for 3 today on the touchback department. Warhawks around, that's Bryant Vincent. By the way, that's also the athletic director for ULM. He's the play caller and the head coach of that program.
Say that again?
A lot of hats. Athletic director, head coach, play caller. They ask him.
Head coach, play caller, you see that every day, but athletic director?
You know, the money's good in college football today. It's just not quite that good, I don't believe. Sprint out from Landon Graves. Right back to the first drive side, right? Just set it down in front of the zone.
Here's the script. Run it again. They're going to run outside zone here. I'm going to do my best Tony Romo right here. They're going to run outside zone.
Let's do it.
Unless
outside zone
they're
is what you want.
If they're in gun, I may change my mind. But let me see if I can.
All right, far hash, second
Far
and
hash.
8.
They got formation into the boundary.
So
okay,
you think
see that? So you
outside
got a lot
zone
of space over here.
near side?
They're going to motion. They're going to run left. Outside zone left to the field. Oh, I'm wrong.
Julian Nixon.
They are.
Well, at least you knew that's not what they were doing. Backside throw to Brandon Buckhalter.
Yeah, so you saw the formation, right? They put all the receivers, the ball's on the right hash, they put all the receivers to the top and try to create space to throw that slant to the bottom of your screen. So that's a good design, just got to execute.
Brandon Buckhalter, the former high school teammate of Chris Jones. The linebacker for the Golden Eagles on a slow buck down. Landon Graves started this ball game 3 for 3, 2 for 7 since. Jason Seymour beginning to change the picture a touch. 3rd down and 8. Rain really falling. Graves under pressure delivers the strike. Nick Trujillo down with the catch for the conversion.
Yeah, really good execution here by ULM. Trujillo gets inside on the end cut, and then Graves able to get that ball on him. Nice low ball. See where this ball falls into his lap there. That's a good safe throw, especially with it being wet, and it looks like he held on to it. And that's against a pretty dang good corner in Josh Moten.
Trujillo, a transfer from New Mexico, Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Brian Vincent once coached for the Lobos. They are going to take a look at the completion of the catch from Nick Trujillo. Garrick Ponder is being looked at. That's significant as the Golden Eagles are already down a defensive end today, and J.J. Hawkins, who is disqualified for targeting. You be the judge here.
I don't think I've gotten many of these right this year, so I'm hesitant.
Would you like to
But
take a
it looks-
gamble? Would you like to take the chance?
But I'll never stop shooting.
Oh, for sure. You're a gambling man.
The ball did bounce, but
Okay.
you couldn't tell if his hands were under it or not. So I'm going to go not enough evidence to
Okay.
overturn it.
Not enough evidence to overturn.
Not enough clear and obvious.
I'm with you. Let's see.
Here we go.
After review, the receiver did not maintain possession. The ball hit the ground. Incomplete pass.
I'm
Fourth down.
wrong every time.
Don't bet on sports, kids.
I'm
Just don't
wrong
bet on
every
sports.
time.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Okay, so here's what it does bounce, but it looks like his hands could have been under it.
Can we marvel at the camera work for a moment of our
His
camera
arms
crew today in the
underneath
rain?
it.
Look at this.
I just think it's really obvious sometimes that I'm an offensive guy. I'm a quarterback at heart. It's a catch.
Yeah.
It's a catch. It's a catch.
Looks like a catch to me. Fourth down and 8 now. Overturned on the catch by Trujillo. Mackenzie Ryan on to punt it away. Elijah Metcalf is back to receive. Rain really falling at M.M. Roberts.
Yeah, starting to get a little heavy here in the rain department where it could
End
play a
over
factor.
end punt. This is going to take a wonderful roll. Well, that was the stinger like the British Open, down inside the 15-yard line and finally down. What a punt from Mackenzie Ryan. Here to the 6:55 mark of this second quarter. Well, Blake Anderson went to the bag of tricks for the points, the flea flicker. What's coming next?
It's a heavy dose of the run game right now. Rain coming down pretty good. And you feel like your defense is playing well, so the only thing that kills you offensively is a unnecessary turnover. So see if they lean on.
Braylon Braxton, a pump fake and a toss. Kyron Heath couldn't complete the play. By the way, the punt from Mackenzie Ryan, 58 yards. Up 28 in the air, 30 on the roll.
Yeah, got a lot of bounce forward. Got it tumbling forward.
You see what the Golden Eagles offense have done today in the first 3 drives. Edge pressure shown from the top. It's not been a Warhawk defense that has brought a lot of pressure today against Braylon Braxton. Charles Huff told me yesterday they've seen a lot of 8-man drop. Robert Briggs, maybe a yard. Sets up 3rd and long here. Golden Eagles 2 of 4 on 3rd down today. They were just 2 of 13 in 3rd downs last week. We're in Lafayette in that win over the Raging Cajuns, 22-10. Braylon poised. Lower his shoulder, fight for a few. Up to across the 20-yard line, going to set up a 4th down. Golden Eagles going to have to punt for the first time today.
A good pressure by the Warhawk defense, but he had Kyron Heath coming across the middle. You can't really see it from that replay, but he had him coming over the middle. As soon as he broke, if his eyes would have been back, but he would have committed the old unforgivable sin about throwing back across your body in the rain, backed up. But Mahomes makes it like you should do it every play, so I don't even know if it's still considered that a negative. But if you throw and catch it, it's all good.
It's a great play call at that point. Wise decision.
Exactly. But, probably best in that situation to do exactly what he did, protect the football and let his defense play.
Nothing like a good smelling salt. Did you see that? Ian Foster hitting the salt, making sure he's not
I never was scared of him. I was like, what's it gonna do?
Oh, it just brings you back to life.
I never dabbled. I always felt like it was gonna mess up my clear thinking. Yeah. I had to think out there.
True QB.
Yeah.
Might still be playing if you had hit it a few times.
Still be going.
Braylon McReynolds with a carry. Just saying. I mean, I'm just stating the obvious. Braylon McReynolds questionable today coming in. It was a game-time decision. He's looked good, frankly, running the football for the Warhawks.
Well, one thing I like about him is he doesn't lose a lot of yardage, right? You give it to him on 1st and 10, he gets you to a 2nd and 7 or better, and you're gonna earn some carries running the football the way he does. So he's got some good ability to him, knows what he's trying to get done, and they're rewarding him for it.
Pistol set. Pressure right in the face of Landon Graves. He bails out, checks it down. Braylon McReynolds I guess a business decision to step out of bounds.
Warhawks trying the same concept, put the slant up to the wide side and spacing concept down below. Let Graves read all the way through it. He got all the way through that progression. That's probably the 5th progression, so good job by the offensive line.
The Hawks are 3 of 6 on 3rd downs. They do get the football. Check that. Southern Miss gets the football to start the 3rd quarter. This is an important drive here just before the half. It's one of the Charles Huff vintage defensive timeouts.
Second charge timeout.
Showed a
Southern
picture
Miss.
to Landon
It'll be a
Graves.
30-second timeout.
See if Jason Seymour and his defensive unit want to talk about it. Maybe change the picture with Charles Huff. He locks in, my man. When that ball meets toe to leather, the intensity ticks up a little bit from that man.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Intensity. Always has it. Such a good characteristic for a ball coach.
All right, so Jason Seymour, early in this game, the defensive coordinator for the Golden Eagles base defense, kind of soft zone, everything in front. Now it's been kind of tightening up a little bit.
Yeah,
now you got him 3rd and 6 on the minus side.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head with the way he played. You know, he kind of plays vanilla early, plays his hand, he knows what he's got, and then kind of feels his way into it and hadn't given up a point since that first drive. So,
and some of that, right, should be as well. Not a lot of tape on Landon Graves.
Yeah.
So you probably early had to see what you got as far as characteristics of his skill set.
Yeah.
Now it's time to begin to try to dial up, maybe change the picture, show him a picture, change the picture, right?
Yeah, and you don't want to give him a cheap one by bringing all-out pressure and he completes a little slant and it runs off the field early on. You want to make sure he can operate and move the offense, and then once he shows he can do that, you can throw some different looks at him. But Monroe showing empty here for the first time tonight on this 3rd down, trying to spread the field. You can see Southern Miss's defense there. It's all spread out. There's a lot of voids.
This is a secondary with 16 takeaways, 13 through the air in INTs, 3 fumble recoveries. It's a defense with 22
Southern Miss will
sacks.
not be charged for their 2nd timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining in the half.
This has got the looks of a QB draw.
Oh, is that what it appears to you?
2 backers walked out.
See what Landon Graves is seeing, what you're seeing. He's not. He's going to toss it out. It is caught for a 1st down. There's also going to be additional yards at the end of the play. Nick Trio.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 13. 15-yard penalties added to the end of the catch. 1st down.
Mathis Haygood, true defensive player fashion, could not believe called for that penalty.
Let's take a look here. This is had them spread out. Quick game. Looked like just a little stick route. Get to the sticks and stop.
Landon Graves tossing one down the field, going up with it. Contact at the end zone as well, and a penalty flag. Battling was Jonathan Penix to transfer from Virginia Tech.
Pass interference, defense, number 11. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
And it really looked like Penix had great coverage until right there with that right hand, he grabbed the shoulder. Okay, he was good until right there, pulls him down and draws the flag.
First and 10, just outside the red zone. Hawks have been down here 3 times today, this being the 3rd. First resulted in a touchdown on that opening drive. They missed a field goal by Jacob Chambliss. Handoff, Dorian Lewis, left tackle. It's knocked off his feet after a couple. Amir Foster, the heat-seeking safety, came up to make the stop for the Golden Eagles.
They're trying to get outside. You can see Jamon Tapp, Chris Jones, just a host of Golden Eagles on the tackle.
Graves a check with me over to the sideline. Going to change the formation, walk the tight end to the line of scrimmage. Golden Eagles going to burn another timeout. By the way,
Second charge timeout. Southern Miss.
that
This will be a 30-second
last
timeout.
timeout was not charged to the Golden Eagles, rather to the Warhawks. This being the second timeout of the opening half. For Charles Huff and company, they still have one in their possession. So does ULM. So 30 penalty yards on this drive against the Golden Eagles, aiding the drive along. Just 13 total offensive yards on the drive for the Warhawks.
Yeah, another red zone possession for UL-Monroe, and another timeout for Charles Huff. Clockwork, man.
Yeah, it just feels like they really
slow
want to
down.
make sure they get the defense right.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet you could count on one hand the number of offensive timeouts the Golden Eagles have taken all year through 7 games. Today being game number 8, second down and 8. Graves to his back foot, tosses it out. Amir Foster played the ball and dropped it. In and out of his hands, had a pick last week.
Yeah, that ball really hung in the air, and Foster's able to get undercut, gets to the point, and guy's kicking himself, just didn't make the play.
He had made an INT last week just before the half. Had an incredible return to set up the 52-yard field goal by Creighton Wilbanks. 3rd and long. Williams 4 of 7 today on 3rd down. Zach Palmer-Smith is the tailback in the pistol formation directly behind Graves. They'll leave it with Palmer-Smith. He's got room. Out into space. Touchdown. Warhawks. 21-yard touchdown run for Zach Palmer-Smith.
Zach Palmer-Smith with a touchdown run.
Let's take a look. Great job outside zone to the right. And this is a run play they keep coming back to. There wasn't any contact for the first 10 yards. Great blocking up front. And then he does the rest. Touchdown Warhawks.
I believe we had a booth review for just a moment to confirm whether he got into the end zone or not. Jacob Chambliss on for the extra point try. That's up and true. 21-14 at MM Roberts Stadium. A 7-play, 64-yard drive. I asked you at the start of this drive, what did ULM need to do to get back in sequence? You said go back to that opening drive script. That's what they did,
Well,
right?
that's the same exact run play they popped on the first drive for about 20, 25 yards. So, yeah, and that's what you have to do on offense. You've got to have an identity that you can fall back on when you need it most. You know, what is that going to be? Quick passing game, zone running game, screen game, whatever it is. What do you do best? Because when you get in a game like this and you really need it, you got to go to something, and your players and your coaches, the whole building has to know, hey, that's what we're going to do when we need it most, and we're going to execute.
There's no question who their identity is whatsoever. They're an offense, ball control, ground and pound, physicality, rely on their defense to help them stay in ball games. Line drive kick here, scooped up. Micah Davis, plenty of speed. Looking for a few blocks. He has them. Across the 35, he'll run out of bounds. Right on the 40-yard line. Good return. So Warhawks previously had 6 plays, 10 yards. That last drive, 7 plays, 64 yards. That return gives them a 60-yard field for the Golden Eagles. So they get the ball to start the third quarter. You have 2:39 on the clock. A timeout in your pocket, you'll get a 2-minute timeout as well. Blake Anderson stepping on the gas here, isn't he?
Yeah, all day.
Empty formation. Quickly out. Robert Briggs. Little jab step and a burst. They're going to go up tempo quickly.
That's a gain of 7 yards. Second down.
Yeah, nothing new for this Southern Miss offense. You get in a 2-minute situation, but that's what you do all the time. So
Briggs is tripped up. No gain on second down. Sets up 3rd and 3. This is an important 3rd down conversion.
yeah, it just brings up a big decision if you don't convert. Probably have to punt it away.
They'll get it off before the 2-minute timeout. QB power. Braylon leaning across the 50-yard line. Got the first down. Southern Miss is holding a 7-point lead in Hattiesburg. 21-14, but they're on the move. We'll be back to see the conclusion of the opening half and much more. Important drive of this opening half at the moment for the Golden Eagles. Needs to result in points, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you're rooting for the black and gold, for sure. This game's gotten tight again. Monroe doing a nice job.
So 1st and 10. It's Blake Anderson here down. That was Austin Davis's offensive coordinator, the voice in your ear, the trembling voice in your mind throughout practice during the Larry Fedora era. Braylon Braxton didn't see the blitz. Backside pressure comes from DeArco Perkins McAllister. And down goes Braylon Braxton. That's against an offensive unit that doesn't give up sacks. The fewest sacks allowed in the Sun Belt Conference is the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, and that's a scheme sack. That guy's untouched. They schemed up Southern Miss's protection, play action. They did not have a hat for him. He came off the edge completely untouched and made the play.
Braylon steps up. Just kind of forcing his way forward. Wasn't pretty but effective. Gets it to a about third and 12 facing.
I like that call because you're kind of getting into that point where behind the sticks, you kind of want to run this clock. I'm surprised that Louisiana-Monroe doesn't use a timeout here. Maybe they're waiting, but I may run it again if I'm Southern Miss. Yeah, they're trying to get this thing to have it. Getting behind the sticks there, they changed their MO a little bit.
Yeah, they're going to use all the play clock, then take a timeout.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the third down. Does Blake Anderson, Charles Huff, and Braylon Braxton?
Be a 30-second timeout.
Well, you want to be aggressive, but you want to be smart. So that's kind of where they're at right now. They're in between. They're on the 50, so of course they can score if they get a big play. Certainly get in field goal range, but at the expense of a bad turnover or a play that really hurts you right here before the half when you do get it after half. So they're going to try to play this as smart as they can. And I wouldn't be totally surprised to see a run here. I'll add to my 0 for predictions.
Okay,
I'm not scared.
Well, you know the offense, so we'll see how accurate you are at the thinking of Blake Anderson.
Many years removed.
I was standing on that sideline a week ago in Lafayette when the 98-yarder came out, thinking, man, just get a few yards, just punt this thing away. Blake Anderson thought otherwise. We'll see. Third down at 12. Ball, if you notice, is on the Golden Eagles territory. 4 wide receiver set, pressure coming. Louisiana-Monroe is sort of teed up the pressure coming against this offensive line and into the face of Braylon Braxton. I think the Warhawks going to take a timeout here to stop the clock with 22 seconds left in this half. That was Billy Pullen. The defensive end was the first man to Braylon Braxton. It's 2 sacks on this drive. They only average giving up about 1.14 sacks per ball game. Good for the best in the Sun Belt Conference.
Yeah, and when you're in that category, that's scheme, that's personnel, that's quarterback. It's often it's a little bit of everything to be that low in number of sacks. So tough to get to Braylon Braxton, and the other factor is hard to get him down. Big as he is, so really good play there by Pullen, and that's a guy that this Warhawks defense really leans on, coming off the edge with a couple sacks this season.
Ernest Hill kind of drawing up more pressure for the Warhawks. Nick Trujillo is back deep, standing at his 14. And another stoppage.
We do 4th down.
So we'll set it again. Reed Harradine gets off a dandy. Boy, when he's had to hit him as a punter, he has done so. 2 of them last week, over 50 yards, pitting Louisiana back deep. Warhawks 19 seconds, no timeouts. 7-point game on the road. Sounds like hit a knee and get to the locker room.
Yeah, a lot like it, for sure.
Landon Graves and company. It has been Graves the entire first half. There was some sort of rumblings to be prepared for Bryson Kimbrough as well, the true freshman quarterback, but Landon Graves has done nothing to make you believe he can't help you win this football game if you're ULM.
No, and they've leaned on the run game, popped a few nice runs, and and then he's managed it well. No turnovers. That's the big one. He hasn't thrown it to the other team.
It's a handoff to Zach Palmer. Smith, Warhawks save. That's enough. One half in the books in Hattiesburg. 21-14. This one awfully tight. We'll be back to kick off our halftime show with much more. You're watching Sunbelt Conference football on ESPN. (21-14) at the half inside of M.M. Roberts Stadium. It's Hattiesburg hosting homecoming between Southern Miss and ULM. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. I'm Jason Baker alongside my color analyst, Austin Davis. 21-14, just like we thought, right?
Yeah, well, we thought. Pretty good game going on so far. So for Southern Miss, they come out and get the score early. UL-Monroe's kind of hanging in there, fighting, and rain's been on and off, and halftime score's pretty tight.
If you're Brian Vincent, you got to love the way your team prepared, walked into the rock, and got going early, right?
Yeah, you got an unproven quarterback that's getting his first start. I thought they did a nice job handling him, kind of leaning on the run game, which we knew they would. That's who they are. and kind of hanging around in this ball game, road underdogs. That's what you want to do, and then go make a big play, make a turnover late in the fourth, and come out of here with an upset.
And if you're Charles Huff and company, you got to really love the way the Golden Eagles sort of settled in. You hit the big plays, but as well it's been the consistency, and that's been the story of this team early.
Yeah, and it's really been Braylon Braxton's consistency and then hitting the big plays, hit the shovel pass on fourth down rather, and then they hit the flea flicker. So you don't know if you're going to hit those plays, but that's got them into a nice lead.
The Golden Eagles, this was the first half highlights here at MM Roberts. It all got started on that opening drive for the Warhawks. It was Zach Palmer-Smith, sort of halfback lead, halfback outside zone, right?
Yeah, hit the outside zone, and just they've done that twice now, where explosive run plays getting to the outside, and then there's the
that's Braylon McReynolds.
Yeah, the draw play, where he bounces outside, and then the tight end delay for the touchdown. So that first drive was just a consistent, nice drive down the field.
And Matt Jones got going early for Southern Miss. No Jeffrey Pittman available today. Coach's decision. Matt Jones carried the load early.
Yeah, this Southern Miss team has a nice stable of backs, so they've been able to lean on Matt Jones with Pittman not available, and done a good job. And then there on the fourth down, getting it on the perimeter. There's been some nice wrinkles. This offense has an identity of up-tempo, play fast, wide receiver screens, but it's kind of been the wrinkles that have showed up today for this Southern Miss offense.
That was one of them you just saw on the shovel to Kyron Heath. This was a beautiful catch by Elijah Metcalf. And here Braylon Braxton picked up the penalty on the late hit, kept the drive alive. Here came the flea flicker up top.
Just a nice job getting behind the defense. That seemed like that ball hung in the air forever, and he's able to continue to make the play. It's been mostly a game. Take a look there at a couple of the penalties. Mostly a clean game. Neither team really getting hammered by penalties. There's another look at the big outside zone that scored for UL-Monroe in the second quarter.
If this one's close late, you can circle that drive from the Warhawks just before the half. What stands out for you statistic-wise?
I think ULM on third down, doing a nice job, 5 for 8. Anytime you're over 50%, you're going to be at the top of your league, top of the country on third down conversion.
They've controlled the ball over 17 minutes of time of possession for ULM. 21-14 at the half here in Hattiesburg. We'll be back with much more Sun Belt Conference football on ESPN. And we're back at M.M. Roberts Stadium on this kind of dreary, cloudy Saturday afternoon. 21-14, Golden Eagles lead it here at the half. We bring you right back in to our broadcast booth. I'm Jason Baker, alongside a good buddy of mine, the men's basketball coach here at Southern Miss, Jay Ladner. And basketball season's on the horizon, isn't it?
Jason, it's here. It's here. You know, we had an exhibition game last Monday. We'll go to Jackson State this Monday at 8 o'clock at Jackson State. And then we'll open the following Monday. So, 8 or 9 days away from opening.
What excites you about this time of year the most?
Well, first of all, basketball season. And before I go any further, I want to talk about our football team real quick. I love winners, and Coach Huff has come in here and established a winning program. And of course, we would have had an incredible crowd. I know out in the tailgates and so forth, which I was. It was a great feel and energy out there today. Of course, the weather's hampered us a little bit, but off to a good start. Hope we just got to finish this thing out here and get us bowl eligible. But basketball season's here. It's starting to get a little cooler in the morning, Jason, you know. And one of the things I like about basketball compared to football is we don't have to worry about getting wet.
That's
you know?
exactly right. Let's talk about your team.
Yeah.
4 returners from a year ago. 2 of those really significant minutes, right? But you've also got a guy in Tegra Eze who was hurt a year ago. Talk to us about what you love about this team.
Well, you know, in today's climate with the transfer portal and whatnot, you know, a lot of turnover in roster. Now, we lost very few players to the transfer portal off last year's roster. The guys that we did lose were finishing on eligibility and so forth. So, there's a lot of negative about the transfer portal, but there's some positive too, in that you have an opportunity. Coach Huff is a great example of that, of flipping your roster, and you can flip them around, program around a lot faster. So, you know, we didn't finish last year on a real strong positive note, but I tell you what, I think, and give credit to our assistant coaches and the young men. It's been the most enjoyable off-season that I've had in a long time. The ability to kind of take a team from square one, from fundamentals, establishing a great fundamental base and installing your offenses and defenses and team that, in a way that fits this particular team, has been real exciting. It's been able to kind of get me back to my roots, so to speak. And it's exciting, and I love our group. And it's going to take a little time, Jason. And I'm going to tell you, you know, when you recruit a lot of junior college players, have international players, a few high school players, a few returning players, some Division II guys, NAIA guys, really a kind of a gumbo of a lot of players. It's going to take a little time to develop that natural chemistry, especially with so many new faces and so few returners. But the returners you mentioned, I want to make sure. Brewer Caruth has had a great offseason. Jet Montgomery's had a great offseason. Those are both returning players. Tegra Ize's healthy now, best physical shape of his life, gives us a 7-foot presence in there. And we've got good size. One of the things that hurt us last year, we didn't have, once Tegra was injured early in the season, we didn't have a lot of physicality, Jason. and we had some really good players across our front line, but they were all about the same, 6'6", 6'7", light in the tail a little bit, you know, and we were able to address that. So I really like our depth in the front court. I liked our skill set in the back court, and we just got to put it together.
You're going to test your team early, out on the road very quickly at Buffalo to begin the season, I believe. You've got road trips Miami, Radford, I believe LSU, South Carolina. You're going to learn about yourself early, aren't you?
And we get a breather versus Ole Miss,
That's
you know,
right,
so
yeah,
don't forget about that in the Coach Coliseum. But no, I don't know who made that schedule, but he needs a good talking to. Of course, that's me, right? You know, I think, Jason, what we have to do is we have to embrace that. And I do. First of all, there's an expectation of winning at Southern Miss. So I think our fan base likes to play those kind of games. I know they do. I know the feedback that I've gotten. They like to play those games. But where it's going to help us is get ready for league play. And we have to keep things in perspective. We're playing a brutal schedule. But it's going to help. We just mentioned these young guys and forcing them together. That's going to help them do that.
No doubt about it. The tip-off celebrations happening this Wednesday. Homecoming in Hattiesburg. Basketball season right on the horizon. Special thanks to Jay Ladner, men's basketball coach, for joining us.
Thanks, Jason.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
M.M. Roberts Stadium on a Saturday afternoon, 21-14 here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Jason Baker, Austin Davis with you. AD, what are you thinking for Charles Huff and company if they want to maintain their lead, close this out, become bowl eligible? What do they need to do?
Well, they've hit the big plays, right? So they've had the shovel pass and the flea flicker, but how do they maintain drives consistently, kind of get that time of possession back in their favor? And then it's all going to come down to conditioning and effort in the second half, always does. What team's more prepared to play well in the fourth quarter? That's a close ball game. It's going to come down to that.
And if you're Bryant Vincent, 7-point game on the road without 14 players today, maybe a chance to take a gamble or two in this second half, see if you steal one on the road.
I mean, I would have went nuts at halftime just with enthusiasm and energy because they are right where they want to be to steal this upset victory in this second half.
Here we go. Teed up for the Warhawks. Jacob Green will boot it away. Angled kick. Micah Davis going to take it from the 19. He is trying to get loose. It's been great coverage. Boy, it's not easy to do for the Warhawk kickoff team. They have not had a touchback all season. Must maintain their lanes. Good coverage. Only about a 13-yard return for Micah Davis. So what'd you love about Braylon in the opening half?
Braylon does Braylon.
Yeah, he does,
right? Doesn't turn the football over. I thought what he did in the run game, just with a couple quarterback powers and picked up a couple nice first downs. You kind of forget about that part of his game until he takes off running and you realize he's 240 pounds and he can run over linebackers.
Just doesn't have negative plays either. Matt Jones stuffed. Maybe half a yard loss here on the first carry for Matt Jones. This is a run defense for Monroe that's been really good against the rush. Third in the Sun Belt. Today they've only allowed 65 yards at this point. Braxton making a play. How about this throw back over the middle? Matt Jones will receive it and avoid a diving Billy Pullen at that to set up third and short.
You can see there he's laughing about it. Not how they drew it up, but again, Braylon Braxton scrambles out. His check down's back over the middle. I bet there was some holding of the breath when that ball left his hand on the Southern Miss sideline, but nonetheless brings up a third and median.
They like Kyron Heath in third downs. He's uncovered in that slide. They'll go inside to Elijah Metcalf on the backside slant. I don't know that there's a more consistent caught ball than the backside slant, right?
Yeah, slants are some of my favorites. They can be easy conversions or they can run off the field for a score.
Braylon Braxton, he wants to run. He's got some room to do it as well. Fights off a defender with the stiff arm. Takes a shot at the end of the play. Has something to say about it at the end of the run as well as B1.
Yeah, good job just seeing the grass. Avoids the pocket, avoids the sack, and then just saw green grass and took off.
Quickly out to Elijah Metcalf. Screen game. Have to make something out of this. It really looked like there was nothing there for Elijah Metcalf. He goes down to the 33-yard line.
And we'll just take a look at the scramble in the last play. Good job just getting out of the pocket. And when he got out there, nice stiff arm back behind him. Good awareness, knowing where the defenders are. And he got up, letting them know about it.
He's told us once, when he crosses that line of scrimmage, he's no longer a quarterback. He says he takes a running back's mentality to it. Handoff, Matt Jones. Inside zone. Ball had been ripped out. That was Noah Fleming. Backer who was reaching to rip that out of the hand of Matt Jones.
See how that got
forward progress. Yeah, he had been stopped.
Yeah, it looked like they had called it forward progress, blew the whistle, and the ball came out.
So you want to be a backer in college football today. There's two of them on this field today, Mike Montgomery and Noah Flemings, both 6'4", both 250-plus pounds. Braylon Braxton was trying a little juke move. He went for a loss. On 3rd and 5, it's going to be a loss of 4 to put a 4th and 9. And a decision on the opening drive of this third quarter coming from Blake Anderson and Charles Huff.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to pin it deep there. Just Braylon trying to do what he can on the edge, but nice sound defense staying at home by the Warhawks.
That was the grown man in Noah Flemings. Over 40 tackles on the season. Jack Murley returned a couple of weeks ago for this Golden Eagle special teams unit, and a mistake by the Warhawks. Are you kidding me? Trying to field it down for Louisiana-Monroe.
Receiver touched the ball, which was subsequently
Was
recovered
Bryson
by the kicking team.
Kimbrough,
First down, Southern Miss.
the freshman backup quarterback. And I'm not sure why he was even in the area to try to touch this football. Not Kimbrough, excuse me. That was DeArco Perkins McAllister. He's got to get away from this football, but instead it turns to a fumble and recovered by the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, I'm just not really sure why he's trying to field that ball inside the 10. Put your heels on the 10-yard line. Anything over your head, let it go. And he goes down to his knees, and what a critical mistake.
Dominic Hill recovered the fumble, trickeration on the reverse. Micah Davis getting a block from QB1. And a turnover has created a spark for the Golden Eagles.
There's the reverse. Almost scored, too.
We've had the flea flicker,
The shovel pass,
and
the reverse. The only thing left is the double reverse pass.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Set it up for us.
Yes.
See if you can get word down to the booth. Matt Jones slipped, kept his balance, touchdown, Southern Miss. They turned the mistake into points.
Critical error by Louisiana-Monroe, turns the football over on the special teams play, and Southern Miss takes advantage. Matt Jones from a couple yards out, staying on his feet. You can see there, just inside zone left, body's moving, and when you're down inside the 5 like that, you're looking for one crease, gonna hit it as hard as you can. You can smell the end zone.
Creighton Wilbanks extra point try, good. So DeArco Perkins McAllister the mistake, and the Golden Eagles capitalize. Matt Jones another touchdown run on his day. We'll be right back. Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Boy, do I have some news for you. A 100-yard dash in the break. Probably not who the odds makers had favored. What a moment. What a day we're having in Hattiesburg.
Oh, me.
Boy, oh boy.
Sometimes,
you know what? Upsets occur.
Well, it started out tight. I think it was a conditioning issue.
That's what we're blaming it on. That's what we've resulted in.
He outran him late.
One team participated in the fourth quarter program.
We're in rare form today.
We are. 28-14. Rain happening. Had all kinds of things happen in this ball game. Nick Trujillo with the return. Mistake, a blunder by the Warhawks. They got to settle in. They had gotten the stop they needed on that opening drive for the Golden Eagles.
Well, typically in a ball game like this, it is that big turnover or that big mistake that ends up costing you, and that play right there has that feel to it. A lot of football left, but when you're fighting and you're on the road and you're trying to win a game that you know the experts say you shouldn't, you're an underdog. Those types of plays can come back and haunt you, but we'll see how they respond.
Warhawks, double reverse pass. It's caught on the far sideline. Nate Sullivan Jr. going down with it. Bingo, right?
Get your playbooks out.
B-I-N-G-O.
Bingo, I nailed it. Double reverse pass. We've hit them all.
Brian Vincent said, hey, I'm not even going to let you get the word down to Blake Anderson. I got you,
How about it?
Boy, we've
That's
seen
awesome.
it all today.
Well, and good execution. They get the ball back to the quarterback. He has to move, but makes a nice play.
Braylon McReynolds, well, he's looked good for a guy that was questionable coming in. A burst up to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and I just love his running style. Nice job getting in and out of his cuts. And once he gets upfield, he really takes off. Nice job right here by the Warhawks. They're moving it about midfield. They need points here.
You can see, too, they've got the change of pace, right? Zach Palmer-Smith, kind of the violent runner, the leaner, if you will, the power. Braylon McReynolds, that shiftiness. See the quality in their stable as well.
I think they need a big play in the passing game.
Well, that's what they were looking for. They start with a double reverse
they
pass.
tried it with a trick play, but they need something explosive.
Braylon McReynolds hurdles a man awfully close to another first down for ULM. Probably going to be a spot decision here. No call for the first. You know, you say that about the big play, and I agree with you. That's sort of what they're kind of hinging on.
Yeah.
But at what point are they going to take it with Landon Graves, right? I mean, keep in mind, this is a guy 13 pass attempts coming into today for his career.
Yeah, well, I think just matchup-wise, I think Southern Miss in the secondary matches up really well with this receiving core. So, you know, if you are taking that shot, who is it to, and how are you getting that executed? I think that's just as much of the dilemma as the quarterback.
ULM.
Brian Vincent, head coach of the Warhawks, wants time to talk about it. Maybe a big play coming on the horizon. We'll be back. thought this was a quality timeout from Bryant Vincent. They're sitting around the midfield stripe, 1st and 10, kind of on the move. Third-string quarterback in Landon Graves today, who, look, he's 8 of 16 is Graves, 71 yards, the 1 touchdown. He's not throwing it to the opponent. That's key.
Yep.
Now it's time to get a little more aggressive, right? Down 14 in the third quarter. It'll be time to start thinking about, hey, what are you seeing? What are you liking, right?
Yeah, and we'll see something. They're going to try something from the play action pass standpoint, or taking a shot, maybe a trick play. The way this day's going, it's going to be a trick play, but they're going to get down 2 scores here, and they're going to have to do something.
Landon Graves flush from the pocket, running for his life, being chased out of bounds by Chris Jones.
Yeah, that protection just broke down on the left side there, and everybody's running away from him. So when he broke left, he really didn't have any receivers. So nice job just getting to the sideline.
Landon Graves missed the spring. He was injured in January, but had a great fall camp, kind of solidified himself behind Aiden Armenta and Hunter Herring in that quarterback room. So Warhawk team, they lost 8 players in the final 6 minutes a week ago in the loss to Troy. Landon Graves trying it downfield, intercepted. Chris Jones with the INT. There is a penalty flag on the field. Sort of in the area that maybe an ineligible man got downfield. Don't want to speculate. Here's the
Result
call.
of the play is an interception. Ineligible player downfield. Offense number 58. Penalties decline.
Really
First down.
No, I wasn't analyzing nothing. That's just an observation.
You're the picker. So play action trying to get the over route, but you can see right there on the left side of your screen, Palmer Smith in the flat was wide open, right there at the bottom of the screen. It's sometimes on those flat routes, you come out as a quarterback and early it's covered, but then that defender falls off or plays you, and it's open late. So used to be taught to read that early and late. So early, and then you go to the over route, and then if the over route's not there, go back to the flat, and he was wide open.
He was there, just an underthrown ball. Quickly out is Tyshawn Chapman. This is when a Blake Anderson offense, to me, you get the turnover. You had a turnover previously, you converted into points. Watch them stay same personnel group. Watch them put the pedal to the metal, kind of get this tempo up.
Yeah, this is Southern Miss's opportunity to put this game in and really take control of it.
Trips to the field side. Robert Briggs, big gap on the counter play. Lost the 50 and into Warhawk territory.
Yeah, trips to the field. Good cut back by Briggs. Southern Miss keep, like you said, just keeping their foot on the gas. You can see the difficulty in lining up. UL-Monroe still walking around. Southern Miss snapping the football.
Braylon Braxton's taking a shot. Tyshawn Chapman, did he haul that in? Yes!
Ruling on the field is a completed catch for a first down.
Man, what a catch by Chapman. So this is just an inside seam route, man-to-man coverage. Nothing hard to throw and catch on a seam and man-to-man, but the defender's got his back turned, and Chapman hauls that thing in.
Not even a question. Back shoulder throw. Carl Chester, the pro move. Separation. Makes the touchdown reception. Third touchdown pass of the afternoon for Braylon Braxton. And the Golden Eagles grab control.
Yes, they do. Right back to the air to Chapman. Nice thrown ball to the big rangy receiver. This is picture perfect back shoulder. There's nobody on the field that can catch that ball but his receiver in Chapman. He elevates and goes and makes the play.
Did just enough to get the separation, but not enough to draw the flag. Creighton Wilbanks. Kick is true off the hold of Kyle McCormick. Having fun in Hattiesburg, 35-14. Braylon Braxton hooking up to a good buddy of his, Carl Chester. This is beginning to look like a day in the office for Braylon Braxton. 15 of 17, 206 yards, 3 touchdowns, AD. What a day.
Yeah, his wow is just his consistency, and then you stack that up over a course of a season, and that's where you get the stats from. Just that season-long, great touchdown to interception ratio. Just doesn't turn the ball over much at all. And then he adds in the run game. He's going to give you a couple. So just not a lot he can't do.
He had a streak of two touchdown passes consecutively through the first 6 games. It was broken last Saturday night over in Lafayette, Louisiana, but he responds back with 3 touchdowns today. And to me, the biggest thing, too, he's just not giving the football away. Landon Graves just gave it away. His first sort of mistake, if you will, in this ball game, at least from the throwing game, is concerned. The INT by Chris Jones.
Yeah, just that, what, like you said, that was his first real big mistake, misread, and a missed throw.
No, I think if you're Louisiana-Monroe at the moment, you like what you see from Landon Graves, considering your circumstances, right? Like,
yeah, your back was against the wall coming into this ball game, and they knew that, we knew that, but just handled himself well, and he's got a quarter and a half to go here to try to do something about this lead that Southern Miss has built.
Braylon McReynolds. This is typically in the part of the ball games that this defense begins to hunt big plays. You see them a lot more aggressive behind the line of scrimmage. Jason Seymour kind of hunts that middle third of a football game out, begins to try to show you a different picture, right?
Yeah, it kind of almost lulls you to sleep with some vanilla looks and then comes after you.
Like you're sitting here, right? 3rd and 7,
Yeah.
back on the 28. See if pressure comes.
Looks like a defend look.
So you got Ponder standing up. That's the far side defensive end, 30. See if
This looks like zone across the board. Yep.
draw the false start out.
Delay a game. Offense.
So the delay
5-yard
game.
penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Golden Eagles, by the way, it's been a team. They have been the best in the Sun Belt in turnover margin, creating takeaways. Here's why, too. In their 5 wins, 2 or more turnovers each game. Their only 2 losses, just had 1 and 0 today. They created 2. The INT and the punt return snafu.
Yeah, every good team I've been a part of, coaching staff made a big emphasis on turnovers and the critical nature of being in the plus.
How about another?
There you go.
Climbing the ladder was Anthony Richard Jr. That man has made himself some money. Josh Moten on the other side has created a lot of targets to the backside of this defense. And Anthony Richard with his 2nd INT of the season. He has played fantastic.
Yeah, it really has. And you can see here, just look, ball's kind of thrown behind the receiver, but he's there, and not an easy catch either. Elevates and then has to reach even behind the defender to make that play as he throws on that turnover belt. Gets him a little TV time.
Got a great story on him. Charles Huff, while at Marshall, found him in the portal. At first, they were sweating out another player. That individual never made it to Marshall. They called Anthony Richard Jr. They wound up, Anthony was on his way to Natchitoches, Louisiana, back to Northwestern State. And they said, Anthony, we want you to come to Marshall. He said, I'll turn the car around and head that way.
Let's go.
Started headed to Huntington, and here he is in Hattiesburg. Oh, boy. Braylon Braxton trying to drop one in to his good pal Micah Davis. It falls incomplete. And it's 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, that's Jay Harper on the coverage. Really foot for foot there, step for step. And there's just, it would have taken the absolute perfect pass to get that ball in there. So nice job by Harper on the coverage.
Caden Morris is the tight end. He's to the slot up at the top. It's Tyshawn Chapman here to the bottom side. Too high safety look from the Warhawks at the top, you can see. Screen batted down. That was right into the hands of Cliff Mosley. Transfer from Henderson State. Division II program up in Arkansas.
Yeah, just got to get a body on him, even though it's a screen play. That tackle's got to get, he's got to set and punch, get his hands down, and then release. He came running free and was able to bat that football down on that quick wide receiver screen.
Murley going to try to knock this one dead inside the 10. And will do so like a soft Pro V1, landing on a wet and green at Hattiesburg Country Club at the 8-yard line. Pins them back. Warhawks offense will take over. It's a punt game. Hit the Australian. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
You know, the development of punters across the country and all leagues is pretty impressive. What they're able to do,
it's turned to an art form,
it's an
has
art.
it not?
It
Yeah,
really
right.
is. What they've been able to learn how to do, and it must be the Aussie influence, because you hear so many guys coming from that background. But their ability to hit that, like you explained it so beautifully, that Pro V1 backing up, that tumbler, you know, and then when they need to, they can turn it over and make it spiral. I mean, I've never been able to get a football to come off my foot and look like a pass, you know, just spinning and turning over.
What I love, too, is Murley he likes the end over ends or hits the back spins every so often. He had 2 big punts a week ago, pinning the Raging Cajuns back on the road. Golden Eagles got that win 22-10. They're trying to stay undefeated in league play today. They're off to their best start in conference play since 2004. Counter play again. Zach Palmer-Smith powers through a couple of tackles.
A couple nice runs by Monroe here, moving the sticks.
They don't leave their identity.
Yeah, they don't. It just feels like they're limited a little bit offensively with the lack of the passing game. Running game's there, and I love the identity of the running game, but where's the explosive pass game to, you know, ground and pound, and then strike? And we just haven't seen that tonight.
Well, and I think so much of that, as Chris Jones lays the lumber down to Zach Palmer-Smith, I think so much of that has to be attributed to the secondary of the Golden Eagles. I think it's an improved unit, even from game 1 to this point, that's sort of keeping the lid over the top. Right? You don't have a lot of plays to where you're going to have number one, they have a good pass rush, right? Leading this league in sacks at 22 sacks. So there's not a lot of time trying to get yourself down the field in a vertical game. Yeah, that's important. But then the backside is they'll go in their ball skills just fantastic. You know, by the way, I think they have 2 pros at corner. Yeah,
talent's there. So you got scheme, you got talent, and then, you know, the big emphasis in the offseason was the defensive line, which was totally flipped, and you can see that, like you're saying, number 1 in the Sun Belt in the sack category.
Should be noted, too, today for you viewer, maybe that just turned in, this is the 3rd-string quarterback for ULM. We anticipated maybe even seeing their 4th and Bryson Kimbrough today. We have not to this point. Landon Gray's been good enough. 9-19, 76 through the air. No passing down. These are tough. Going to complete it up to Tyler Griffin, who will have the first down. Say what you want about Landon Gray, but he has been composed back there amongst all the traffic today.
Yeah, that was good execution. They got curl flat concept into cover 3, and there's no better concept for cover 3 than curl flat. So nice job reading through it and finding the open man.
Braylon McReynolds is hunting room. Jamon Tapp was hunting him. Tapp is something special. 6'3", 275 pounds, runs like a gazelle. Transferred from Arizona State. He was previously at Texas. Played at Ascension Catholic in Donaldsonville, Louisiana.
His body, you know, his arms, really, really long arms. Looks like he can scratch his knees without bending over.
Looked like Javon Curse reincarnated to me. Remember Javon Curse, the rush in?
He's got great length.
Pass here, thrown over the middle. Corey Myrick was hunting a big hit against Tyler Griffin, and that's it. Quarter number 3's in the books in the Berg. We'll be back with more Sun Belt Conference football on ESPN. What a race that's shaping up down the month of November in the Sun Belt Conference. This is what they wanted. This is what they're going to get. Looks awfully pretty with the Golden Eagles on the top side of that Western Division.
Yes, it does. You know, I think the big thing that jumps out to me is Texas State at 0-3. As good as they've been under G.J. Kinney slinging it around, I think you're looking at a Troy Southern Miss matchup for the West, and I think James Madison runs away with the East. And that's crazy to say, but
Landon Graves is flushed here on 3rd and 12, throwing over the middle. It went in and out of the hands of the honey badger known as Ian Foster.
if I'm coaching Graves right now, I'm sensing some forced balls. I'm sensing him playing with a little different mentality because of the scoreboard. I'd grab him on the sideline and I would say, hey, forget about the scoreboard. Put good plays on tape, good film. That's not a ball that he would have thrown in the first quarter at a 0-0 game, right? He's starting to kind of force it. And there's a time and a place for that. But for him, he wants to put good film out there, make good decisions, and, you know, don't make that throw right there.
High snap. Mackenzie Ryan will punt a line drive kick right at Elijah Metcalf. He's going to make one man miss. Made another cut, looking for a block. Found one up across the 30-yard line. Has a little wiggle.
Yeah, he does.
He gets up to the 32.
Tough for that first guy to bring him down.
So this is a moment. Charles Huff told me yesterday, it's time for this team to become from good to great. And he said, as this calendar begins to change, to me, it's moments like right now for this team.
Yeah.
What type of team are you going to be? 21-point margin, fourth quarter. You don't have to get uber aggressive. That's not what I'm calling for. But you need to close this thing out. Right?
Yeah, and they've been consistent, but you got to finish. And like we said, you got to beat teams you're supposed to beat, especially at home.
They'll keep Braylon Braxton on the design QB zone. He'll have up to the 34. Those are sort of hidden plays from Braylon Braxton in these games where it's positive yards.
Yeah.
It's not a negative play.
Yep. Yeah, and he sprinkles the run game so well with his feet.
Oh boy, talking about sprinkling. Robert Briggs is sprinkling some speed dust onto the turf at M.M. Roberts Stadium down to the 42-yard line, Louisiana-Monroe.
Yeah, another power scheme, as you can see. 55 pulling around when he got free. Briggs was moving.
Quick screen to Elijah Metcalf. Slipping all kinds of tackles.
Southern Miss offense on the move again. I feel like you can sense maybe some depth issues starting to show up, right? All those injuries for UL Monroe. Now you've got, you know, you don't have the depth that you would have late in the game, and you're really starting to see that show up right here.
Blake Anderson is liking the coverage combination he is receiving to this near side. Gets up, runs the same play that he ran for another 12 yards. Picks up this time almost 6 yards total, and it's 2nd and 4.
And then,
oh boy, they pump to the screen. Throw up top to the tight end, and Kyron Heath incomplete.
yeah, right back to it. Bunch into the boundary, runs the bubble pump. Tries to get Heath up the sideline.
You and I were talking earlier, maybe off air. Blake Anderson's, even his involvement as a play caller, he's got some different wrinkles to this play sheet that even when he was calling them up for you, right?
And that's what I talked about in the break, that just, you know, his core is still the same. His identity and what he wants to do with this offense is the same as I remember it, but there are more wrinkles. There are more, I wouldn't even call them gimmicks.
No, it's
trick
just
plays,
it's evolved.
just different types of plays to mix in.
Braylon has a man wide open, down inside the 5. That man is Braylon Brown. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Braylon Brown finds the end zone. One of the hardest things to do for a secondary is to play sticky coverage when a quarterback scrambles. A lot of defensive coaches call it plaster technique. They were unable to do it on Braylon Brown here. Watch this. Boom, he breaks right, and they're just unable to stay with him. He gets lost all alone in the end zone.
Kyle McCormick's hold is good off the foot of Creighton Wilbanks on the extra point try. 42 points put up by this Golden Eagle offense. They're leading big. 12:54 left in the fourth quarter. We'll be back with more. One of the best in the Sun Belt Conference at taking the ball away, and the turnovers today have been huge, AD.
Yeah, they really have. There was the blunder on the special teams and just the poor decision there. Chris Jones, Johnny on the spot, and then the ball that's thrown slightly behind the receiver. And Southern Miss just, it's a mark of Charles Huff football teams right there. You can see.
+3 on the takeaway margin today. Those are national rankings, by the way. Third in the country are the Golden Eagles. In that turnover margin, they've done nothing but help their cause here this afternoon.
Yeah, I would love to see a list of the top 10, 20 teams in the country in turnover margin. I'd be willing to bet they're all, if not all of them, most of them have winning records.
Brian Vincent, the head coach of the Louisiana-Monroe Warhawks, just a fantastic visit with him this week. It's kind of been a stacked deck against him at the moment for this season at least. You're talking 32 players surfaced on their availability report on Wednesday. 14 of those guys ruled out today.
The only thing I can think of for that is strength and conditioning. What are you doing in the off season to prepare your guys? But again, it's football. Sometimes injuries happen. So by no means am I saying that is a factor, but certainly if I'm looking internally and trying to find some answers, I'm going to say, okay, what are we doing in the weight room? What are we doing here? And it also depends on the type of injuries. I'm not privy to that information, but are we talking a bunch of soft tissue injuries, hamstrings, right, things like that? Or are we talking, MCL, ACLs, shoulders coming out? So different categories of injuries.
It is a handoff. Zach Palmer-Smith runs violently, slipping tackles up near the 50-yard line. There's no quit to this Warhawk club. Got a Golden Eagle down as well. That's Joseph Harper, the linebacker.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Palmer-Smith has really ran the ball hard today. A lot of would-be tacklers.
Time out for an injured
I
player.
don't know if you can see right at the bottom of the replay, Joseph Harper to grab his sort of wrist arm area. He was just running after the play, chasing after the play. Training staff for Southern Miss out to check on him. Got to think if you're Charles Huff, now there's still a lot of football, practically a quarter left. You have to like the way your team approached today. I mean, first of all, they fell behind 7-0, right, on the opening drive. There was no blink, no flinch. This has been a team that has sort of admitted they kind of need a spark. Once that first turnover was created on the punt blunder,
that was it. Yeah, that was
it,
the spark.
and then they haven't looked back, right?
No, they haven't. They took control of the game there, and it's been all Southern Miss since.
1st and 10 after the 29-yard run by Zach Palmer-Smith. And Graves going to change the play. To give Dorian Lewis trying to backdoor down to the 45-yard line. It was actually Tyrell Reed Jr., the transfer from Arkansas.
And Southern Miss has really been able to settle into this, like you were saying, soft zone, keep everything in front. Just hadn't been threatened in the passing game deep, so keep everything in front of you and stop the run and wait till the offense makes a mistake.
They're going to settle it in front of that zone. Nick Trujillo's got the reception. Is forward progress enough for the first down? They're indicating a 3rd down and short.
It's 3rd down.
I certainly think this is 4-down territory, so. And this ball up, right up the middle.
Reed's directly behind Landon Graves. They give it to Reed. Will lumber his way forward for a 1st down.
Got one right. Had to go with a 3rd and inches. And I don't really get credit for
Give
that.
you like half credit.
Yeah, I
for
don't really
that.
get credit for that. That's a no-brainer.
You can tell through the identity of who they are. Granted, the situation right now by the score dictating that's really not what they need to be doing is staying on the ground, but in situations where it is, you can tell they thrive in that downhill physical run scheme, right? That's who they've been, and the success has really come in bunches for them when the down and distance situations have dictated that.
Well, that's the style of game they want to play, right? They got to keep it close and ground and pound you. The issue just becomes when you do play a team like Southern Miss or another offense that can score on you when you get down, you know, how do you manage that?
Give ahead to Tyrell Reed. He'll pick up a few.
You know, just you kind of feel the flow of this offense right now. It's not really a hurry up tempo. Down 28 points. and they're still not really playing that fast.
They're going to try to go empty here. They've been in this one other time. Landon Graves, flush from the pocket, throws back over the middle. There are penalty flags thrown in the region of holding.
Yeah, right in that holding area.
Holding, offense number 75. 10-yard penalty, repeat third down.
Let's see if we can see on the left side of your screen there. Yeah, you can see 75 just has that left arm on that left shoulder, on that right shoulder, excuse me. And when the quarterback breaks, you have to be disciplined enough to let go. McBroom there, as you can see. Frustrating thing to do for an offensive lineman because you don't know where your quarterback's at. Once he's, you know if he's in the pocket, you know you're inside out. That's how you teach a tackle and run him around the edge. But as soon as he takes off to the left or right, you lose that ability to know where he's at. Makes it tough.
And Graves hunted up by this Golden Eagle defense. 3rd and 18, just to take what the defense would give him for a few yards. Going to set up 4th down now and 13. This is sort of where you can let one really get away from you if you take the gamble. I think Louisiana-Monroe's done a good job of trying to stay somewhat true to who they are. Getting the clock to roll down.
That prevent style defense for Southern Miss. You can see how soft they're playing.
Yeah, look at the shell over the top. Landon Graves going to dump it off to the back out of the backfield. He will fight for the yardage and have the 1st down. Dorian Lewis slipped out to the flats. No one was there to pick him up, and he has a 1st down for the Warhogs.
That's really all you can do versus that defense. Check it down and run for the 1st. Good execution.
I'm telling you, the composure of Landon Graves has been on display today.
Yeah, and you mentioned the Southern Miss defensive line rush. That's why they're able to play just soft zone, not bring extra guys because the defensive line's getting home.
Busted coverage. Man trying to make the touchdown reception is Brandon Buckhalter. Call on the field says he was out of bounds.
Looked like he'd gotten behind the defense. I don't know if the corner bid on a double move or what. We'll see if we can see it here. Yeah, you can see he got behind Penix. He just, ball's thrown a little wide, and he's already out of bounds before he was able to haul that ball in.
Power formation. They'll leave it to Tyrell Reed Jr. Kind of galloping his way down to the 20-yard line.
Tyrell Reed Jr. That's an 8 of 8.
The Hawks with the 3rd and short. Another red zone possession for them. 1 of 2 in that area today. Golden Eagles 3 of 3 in their red zone opportunities. To give, Tyrell Reed Jr. finds some space inside the 5-yard line. Ridden down by Dylan King. Transfer out of East Mississippi Community College.
This offense has really gotten a spark out of Reed. Running hard.
So 1st and goal. They're sort of built for this area. 2-back backfield. Straight ahead, handoff. And in for the score. They gave it to Julian Nixon, the tight end, lined up as the tailback. And a 2-yard touchdown rush. That's the 1st point since the 2-minute 47 mark of the 2nd quarter for the Warhawks.
Yeah, just methodically drove the field. They're not going to get too far away from who they are.
(42-21), 6:23 left in the fourth quarter. 21-point margin in the Berg. We'll be back. (42-21). Probably got to anticipate the onside kick. The Golden Eagles most certainly do. As Jacob Green's set to tee it up after the 2-yard rushing touchdown by Julian Nixon. Made it a 21-point margin. Still 6:23 left. Not quite over.
There you go. Take a stab at the onside kick.
More exciting plays in all of the sport. Ball is loose. It is recovered by the Golden Eagles. Elijah Metcalf will cover it up.
Looks like that ball did touch a Southern Miss player and was left on the turf there for a second. Who was it?
That was Caden Morris. Looked like who had touched it first.
Yeah.
But the Golden Eagles recover. We'll be back with the Golden Eagle offense on the field after this. first 4-touchdown passing day for a Golden Eagle QB since Jack Abraham against Rice in 2018. Braylon Braxton's day's done, I would say. He's deserved the break.
Good day at the office.
Just another day at the office for him. That's what his days look like. Backup QB Landry Liddy. He can flat spin it, folks. This one will fall incomplete. He was targeting TJ Johnson
Offside.
with a throw.
Defense, number 45, in the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Got a flag on the play. It was a free play.
That's about the third or fourth free play Southern Miss has had. Using their cadence and getting this defensive line to jump off sides.
Landry Liddy, a transfer from UAB. Also began his collegiate career at La Tech. Jalen Carter, the tailback now for the Golden Eagles. A freshman out of Valdosta, Georgia, with a carry of a couple.
It'll be second down and 2.
Trips down here to the field, excuse me, but there's a lot of space here. You can see they're really trying to stretch the defense.
Liddy, look at this. Downfield, dropped it right over the outside shoulder of Jermaine Hayes. Freshman wide receiver from Orange City, Florida.
Offside.
Falls
Defense,
incomplete.
number 7, 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
There was a free play, the penalty on the neutral zone infraction.
It's a pretty ball.
Oh boy.
Just tight coverage there. Nice job by Gray.
Same formation. This time again, Jalen Carter made the first level miss, pickup of a few. Austin is the last quarterback at this institution to win a championship. I go to the quote from Charles Huff. It's time for this team to go from good to great. When did that 2011 team sort of know it was going to be good to great?
You know, I
Does
think
something
it
stand
was.
out?
Yeah, I think it was on the road. It was game 4 or 5 on the road at Virginia, and we beat them because we had the Marshall loss early, and it was that game that we knew.
Jalen Carter scampers in for a touchdown for the freshman tailback. His first of his career. Many more to come.
The speed, can't catch him. You know, I love what's going on right now. This football team really celebrating that young man. Excited for him. That was really cool to see. Just the entire sideline erupted and was running out onto the field.
Trying to figure out why Robert Briggs was near the field goal post without his helmet on.
I'm pretty sure that's a flag.
I would think in
but
typical
they let it
circumstances.
slide. I'll tell you a story on that in a minute.
Creighton,
Personal, I'll throw myself under the bus.
Creighton Wilbanks with the extra point try. I'm ready for the story.
Let's take a look here at Carter. Off right tackle, just all speed and scores. And like I said, the entire football team was coming to the end zone there to celebrate with him. But so last night, we throw our first touchdown. The senior receiver just goes up and makes a heck of a catch. And I'm just so hyped. I jump and I'm sprinting down the sideline. I run all the way down. I'm celebrating the end zone, and boom, there goes the flag. Referee on you, calls a flag on me. I get a penalty and I'm not even on the field. Sideline penalty. Sideline warning. And the head coach is just all over me. I'm like, my bad, I got excited.
Oh, Shelton will let that one go.
Come on, let it slide. Trying to
For
celebrate.
Sure. What a day. That's what it's about. I think they should be allowed to do whatever they want down there.
Remember when Georgia ran out on the field? The whole team ran out on the field.
Orchestrated. That was in the
that big lineman
world's
was
cocktail party, largest cocktail
Georgia,
party.
Florida,
right?
wasn't it?
Yeah, they
Mark Rick.
He orchestrated it. He said
told
they,
him to.
Yeah, he told him. Yeah,
I thought it was awesome.
I do too. Let them celebrate, man.
I agree. Let them have fun. It's entertaining.
Touchback from Reed Harradine. Speaking of celebrations, what do you think you did back in 2008 when you tossed this? This was the longest TD in Southern Miss history to DeAndre Brown. Remember it well?
Well, the only thing I noticed is the film is so blurry. It just reminded me how old I am.
Well,
we didn't have HD or what?
We just didn't quite have that high definition, right, standard. You couldn't get it on ESPN Plus back then.
Yeah, you couldn't watch it on your cell phone either.
You owned that record until last Saturday night. The longest touchdown pass.
You know, the old saying goes, records are made to be broken, but it's not as fun when they're yours.
You sat down today and said, "There's a rumor. There's a rumor." I
knew there was my friends just give me heck about it. You know, as soon as something gets broken, I'm getting the text. You know, you're falling off the list.
Oh man.
Year by year, you're just dropping.
Braylon Braxton said it's time to etch a new name on the top of that longest touchdown pass.
There ain't nothing wrong with being humbled.
Well deserved. Those were some good days. It's the ECU Pirates.
Yeah.
That
was a good conference year.
Dowdy Ficklin Stadium in Greenville, North Carolina. Going to be a boisterous Golden Eagle locker room. Y'all used to be that 2011 bunch got a little boisterous in that locker room. Those are moments you cherish for your life, don't you?
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Put all that work into it. And if you don't enjoy the wins, man, what are you doing it for? Because there's going to be plenty of negativity if you're losing. Shoot, there's going to be negativity when you're winning these days. They're going to nitpick and find something. So I'm all for having fun, and when you get back in that locker room, just cut it loose.
Fight song's gone, though, from your heyday. Now it's straight to the Take Me Through there. Is what they hit in the Golden Eagle locker room. It is quite a scene. It will be one today. There is one check mark of an accomplishment in terms of bowl eligibility that's happening for this ball club. But if I could borrow the phrase from the late, great Kobe Bryant, this Golden Eagle club, the job's not finished.
Why would I be smiling? Job's not done. Love that interview.
I mean,
he was awesome. Are you mad, Kobe? No, job's not done. Why would I be happy?
And they will take that approach. It's a veteran team. There's a goal bigger than bowl eligibility on their horizon. 3rd down and 22. This defense is hunting. Landon Graves takes off. Spins down at the 21-yard line. Khalil Foster had the tackle.
You know, the positive side for this Monroe football team, as you take a look at their remaining games, okay, they're going to get a couple home games here, Old Dominion, South Alabama, and then go on the road to finish out the year. But again, the positive side for all these younger players or backup players are getting reps, man, valuable reps to build depth in your program as some of these starters are injured. And sometimes lessons are hard to be learned. You have to take a tough loss to get them. And I'm sure they want to get their guys back and get them healthy and get back to full strength so they can compete. But can't change the schedule. I had to show up here and ready to play, and thought they did a nice job early. Just couldn't hang on.
The Golden Eagles, what they sort of have remaining down the stretch for Southern Miss as well. It is a schedule that shows them up to Jonesboro, Arkansas. They're going to have a bye week next week to get even healthier than they already are. Back in the Rock on the 15th. Road game to South Alabama, and then there's a lot of eyes in this league trying to pay attention to November 29th.
Yeah, that's got a game that looks like we're going to lose it.
Oh, boy, don't speak
on
it
ESPN
into
Plus, I mean.
existence.
No, ESPN
Yeah, that's
Plus.
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying. Work. You're talking about
me and you
getting the.
Yeah, that's got a game that looks
know
like
what you were
somebody
headed.
better than me and you are going to show up to call the game.
Yeah, somebody paid a little more.
Yeah,
They're going to
yes,
say, we're going to go get those
too.
guys that income level's a little higher than you and I.
That's right.
Probably
They're gonna. That looks like an ESPN2 game all day long. I hope it's not.
I knew you were going to speak that into existence. Yeah, they tell you what. They won't. I know this. They may make more money in this booth. They won't have more fun than you and I have had in this place today. What an afternoon in Roberts Stadium. Jacoby Robinson's first action of the season, the third-string QB for the Golden Eagles. We'll be back after the 2-minute timeout. And we're back. 2 minutes left in the ball game in Roberts Stadium. 49-21. It's been all Golden Eagles, really from the time of the spark. Austin, it's a team 2 minutes away from punching their ticket to bowl eligibility.
Yeah, which is, it's really the first step, I guess, if you're going to take a season and break it down. That's your first accomplishment. And you get that this early in the season, and you really get a chance to go build on that.
Jacoby Robinson sprints out left side, shoves a man to the turf in the process. Robinson, 6'3", 220-pound redshirt sophomore. He's a transfer from Boston College.
Yeah, a little glimpse of what might be to come.
I believe you could say they're having fun in Huffburg.
Yeah, they are.
Zone read, Jalen Carter already one rushing touchdown today. He'll navigate to the 25-yard line. Eagles have a man down here.
Couldn't really.
Here's been Braylon Braxton's afternoon today for the Golden Eagles. Austin, what a day.
Yeah, it really has. 4 touchdowns through the, 3 or 4?
4.
4, yeah, 4 touchdowns through the air. And just did an incredible job protecting the football, putting the ball where he wants to, taking the easy ones when they give it to him. You know, that's the thing about him. He doesn't miss a lot of gimmies, and then he makes those throws right there. So they got a good thing going right now, and in the gold and black. I don't see a lot of glaring issues that may come back to haunt them other than just football. You got to go compete every week. But
I love what you described it as earlier. His wow factor is his consistency, is what you said.
That to me, that's what it is, and that's what I love about his game. Hardest thing to do is be consistent, and that's what everybody's looking for.
That's consistency.
Yeah, and it seems to be every night out. You know, give or take a touchdown or two. He's not throwing 4 touchdowns a ball game, but certainly could if they called a pass down there every time they get to the red zone. But he's been consistent.
No doubt about it. Blake Anderson trusts him as well in all aspects. That was evident today with the flea flicker opportunity. Josiah Baston with his first carry of the season for the Golden Eagles.
By rule, that is also subject to a 10-second runoff. ULM has elected to take the 10-second runoff, and Southern Miss has once again elected to not take a timeout to prevent the runoff. Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 24 seconds. Clock will start on my signal.
It's down to 24 seconds. Here's what's happening across the country. First-year head coaches, Charles Huff fixing the notch, victory number 6 to tie Dan Mullen in his first year coaching at UNLV.
It's a good list to be on if you're a football coach.
Golden Eagles say they're not even going to take another snap. They're going to let the clock roll out here at M.M. Roberts Stadium. It is a team that will celebrate bowl eligibility. What a victory today. They got the spark they needed from a turnover on the special teams. And Austin, they never looked back for Charles Huff's ball club.
Yeah, that really was the turning point. We talked about it when it happened for Louisiana-Monroe. That's a situation where they gave a good football team a window of opportunity, and when you do that, good football teams take advantage of it. So congratulations, Southern Miss Golden Eagles, on bowl eligibility. Good luck the rest of the way.
First FBS team to go 1-11 since 2022 and become bowl eligible. That should be celebrated. What a day at M.M. Roberts Stadium. Austin Davis. For Marty Wyndham, our statistician magician, I'm Jason Baker on behalf of Lee Field, his entire camera, graphics, replay, and production crew. We say so long and good afternoon from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where the final score is 49-21. You've been watching Sun Belt Conference football on ESPN.